a painter, modeler. But first of all, I'm a guy, living in Japan, Canadian, French Canadian of origin. Then I moved in Japan about like 6 or 7 years ago, and been in the hobby, the wargaming hobby for a long time, and also in the modeling side of it. And just trying to make my way in Japan, living here. I got a beautiful wife and a little kid on the way.
Nice.
A lot of time, but yeah, that's basically it. I really enjoy, like in my hobby, I really want to try to help people. And the thing is that on my side of the planet, there's not a whole lot of people where I can hang out like you guys, in the Los Angeles area. You have many clubs and you have a whole group around you, but I don't have that group. So, one of the best things for me is the internet. So by producing videos on the internet or by being on Google Plus with, some of my painters friend or on Skype and Twitter and all those mediums, I can still, have a feeling that I can be in the community and help out the community and, like see what other peoples are working on and trying to help other people. So that's pretty much what I'm about. I started painting when I was really young. I used to have the plastic kits, like the Rebel had the levels,
Yeah, I remember those.
snap ones. So I started doing the snap ones at about like 5 or 6 years old. And then, I really got into it and I really enjoyed it. And my dad used to do modeling when he was younger and airbrushing and everything. So he really pushed me into it. So I got my first airbrush, I think I was like 6 or 7. And then I started painting. It looked like crap, but, started doing it. And I worked my way into a modeling club at around like 10 years old, where I started learning a lot of things from really knowledgeable people in the modeling community, and then starting doing, painting contests, especially diorama category. That's where I was good, and that's where I actually won a couple of prizes against adults when I was really young. Then maybe around like 12 or 13, I walked in a games workshop, and then that's where my world flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, wow, you can paint a tank another color than green? I didn't know that, so it got me really excited. And the worst thing is that it got me really excited, but I didn't get nothing. But the next day I went back with my dad and actually bought a box set of High Health Spirit Men. It's like, come on, what the fuck? I was of the tanks, but I bought some spearmen. I don't know, but these are the first model I painted from the wargaming side of things, and then after that it just went downhill from there, and I kept painting and painting.
One of the things that I think that really made us click together is that we were actually come from scale modeling, come from the scale modeling area and stuff like that. So you used to build tanks and everything like that, planes and stuff. What was your favorite thing to build? Was it
I think the German tanks, yeah.
The German tanks are always fun. I'm there with you on that.
I think I don't even know. I think I cannot even count how many Tiger tanks I built on my so many version of that one, the King Tiger, the Tiger one, the Arden Plains version, and then
The Tigers are fun.
That's one thing I miss though about scale modeling, is that having all the reference materials. It's like when you want to build one tank, you buy the kit, but then after that you have all the add-ons to make it look like where it was in theater.
Right.
Like it doesn't really have that in the wargaming industry. I think it would be cool if GW or something like would release that kind of stuff, that campaign, this, a little bit like the Imperial Armor volumes,
Yeah.
They're talking about campaign specific things. It makes it a little bit more fun and challenging, but,
Obviously you won a Golden Demon, and that was a really cool adventure because it was one of those things where you actually messaged me and were asking me advice about Golden Demon, and I'm like, I don't win any Golden Demons. Why in the heck is he asking me? But obviously I've been there, right? I mean, it's like I don't really care about the Golden Demons, or rather I'm not really a competition painter, and I don't have the, really want or the need to actually get one or anything like that. But, it is a status type of thing in our community type of thing. So why don't you tell us a little about how you win the Golden Demon, how it went all about and stuff?
Like I really wanted to go to the US Golden Demon. And that was my first thing. And I had a lot of people on Twitter because I started my whole internet thing on Twitter, so I have a lot of people that know me and I talk, all the time. And they were really trying to push me to go to the US. And then I was actually ready to book my tickets and everything to come to the US. And then one of my friends sent me a message. He said, Japan is going to be holding their first Golden Demon. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm going, because there's a big difference in prices. We're talking about a couple of thousands of dollars to go to the US, and here it's a couple $100, so I decided to go to the Japanese one. But when I learned about all that, and when people were starting to push me, there was not a lot of time left, and I had a whole lot of commissions to finish. So I had only time to do one model, and that was my Storm Eagle conversion. I built a couple of Storm Eagle for some of my clients, and then I had the whole bill in my head. I know exactly how the parts were going, and I could envision what I wanted to do with the model. So I decided to do the conversion that I did with the back piece and everything. And then I was calling you because I knew that you went to Golden Demon a couple of times. So I was asking you questions about that, and I know also you're in the scale modeling, so that's why we started talking about that that project and everything, and your opinion. Because at the same time, I wanted the opinion of somebody, that is experienced, but I didn't want to, just throw it out there on the internet, especially in the early stages of my build.
Yeah.
Because the Storm Eagle was a new kit, and I didn't want nobody to, pick it up and be like, oh, dude, I'm doing that. This conversion is awesome. I wanted to until, the project was almost finished, and there was not a lot of time left before the Golden Demon to start, posting video and showing people what I was doing. So basically, that Storm Eagle got me gold in vehicles category. And then when I was actually going there, I was watching one of your video and less about the Golden Demon in the US, because it happened before the one in Japan, and you were like, bring everything you had. Fortunately, I had almost nothing, but because I sell my stuff, but I had one guy left, which is a brother captain. And he was on a skyboard base, and the morning before I left for Golden Demon, I just pluck it off of his base, and then I just put a huge custom base in 4 hours, painted that whole thing, slapped the guy on top of it, and I brought it with me, and he brought me a bronze demon, the single model category. It's not the best painted model. Of course, the skill level in Japan was lower, and there was a couple of other models in the single category that were maybe, in my opinion, maybe better than mine. But what the judges told me is that the model, the base that I created and everything really fit the environment and the whole, universe of 40. And that's why they really liked him, and I got the bronze with it. That one, I'm not most proud of it, because I would never say that it's Golden Demon standard in any case. The Storm Eagle, that's a different story. But that one, still, but I got two, and I got also the conversion.
Yeah, but you got to remember what I told you is that they're looking for the whole encompassing, what the figure represents. And they want to represent 40K or their universes that they made. And that's one of the things. It's not only just about the best paint job out there. It's all about the feel.
Yeah, it's the feel, 40K universe, everything. And also, sometimes, and it's true, but it's still a big debate, but there's also a question of how new the model is and everything, They liked, Golden Demon is also like some kind of promotion for their stuff, So when people see a Golden Demon winning model, it's like they want to buy that kit. So they tend to like to have, newer models.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a self-promotion for GW. So it's not just the factor of the paint and everything. There's a whole lot of factor that the judges are taking in when they're judging a model.
This is Hugo from IchibanPainting. So today I want to talk about commission painting. Normally you dilute it to 2-to-1. So normally I would take 1 part of cleaner and 2 parts of water. And today I have something special. Dennis is locked up, my partner, if you didn't know. That's why the name changed for Ichiban Studio and not painting only. The quality of these, you know, it's not, I don't want to talk about it, but just the paper and the instruction and everything is fantastic. I stopped everything. I was, sorry, drinking a little bit of beer just to relax.
On my channel, basically what we do on the channel is that now, before it was just me, now I have Dennis. Dennis is going to start working on some tutorial on sculpting, because he's the sculptor, you know, in our team.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome.
We're just like waiting until the Indiegogo, you know, kicks in, and then we're going to be able to buy new video equipment for him and everything. But so basically what I do is that I try to do painting tutorials, technique tutorials. I used to focus a lot on technique. I'm trying to make the full tutorial now, but I think for the viewers it's not the best, because when you do a full tutorial of a model, you're skipping so many parts in that might be, you know, important parts. So I'm trying to focus on doing some technique and also full tutorials so that everybody can, you know, have their goodies and they like. So painting tutorials, tips, and also reviews of models, but the models that are not the common models.
Right.
Like I'm a box set of Dark Angels. Maybe the Dark Angels when they come out, since it's a new model, but I don't think so. But it's mostly like the big kits, like the Reaver Titan, the kits that you don't get every day. So that maybe if you're thinking about spending, you know, $1,000 on a Reaver, you want to know what the kit looks like and what, you know. And another thing is that I'm kind of neutral. I'm a modeler and I'm a painter. I'm not really a gamer yet. So when I'm going to talk about a kit, I'm going to talk about what the kit is, not what the, you know, the whole, you know, excitement goes about it. Like, for example, Angron review, I destroyed that model in my review. I'm sorry for the fans, but because of the prices that, you know, Forge World were asking for a model that is not so, you know, like incredible compared to other models that are like 2 times cheaper than Angron. So I'm really trying to bring in the neutral opinion on the model and not anything else, not, you know, no preconception because he's a Primarch, or no preconception because I love this, you know, the Dark Angels or whatever. So this is what I try to do, and a lot of airbrushing. Like right now, I'm working on a big airbrushing series video because a lot of people have been asking about it. So I did a couple in the future, but you know, the more you progress in the YouTube world, the more your video gets better quality and everything, so you can package things up better and nicer for people to watch. So
definitely a good video to do your own series on. It's great to get more people to do that type of stuff, especially for airbrushing, so they can see the difference of the mindset of other people who use the airbrush, not just, you know, one person like me, right? It's just, there's just so much you can learn from different people that do the same thing. That's what
because it has different little tricks and different little techniques, or maybe, you know, like you did you started your own series. Maybe you forgot some things that I'm going to touch in. Maybe you touch on other subjects that I won't be touching in, and vice versa. So it's always cool to have all those opinions, because, you know, that's how the world gets better. If people, you know, if everybody was sharing everything they knew with each other, you know, how cool the world would be, you know, not just modeling industry, everywhere, you know.
So you do, or you used to do, a lot of commission work?
I used to do a lot of commission work, yeah. It was mainly the only thing I used to focus on. Now I'm starting to try to walk away. I kept a couple of my good clients that I've been working with for a couple of years, and, you know, that would been doing a lot of bills with them. But I'm slowly trying to walk away from that, because I really want to focus on competition painting. Well, not competition painting, but I really want to up my game even better, you know, like we talked about in the Golden Demon category. I was happy with some of the things that I did, but I really want to become a better painter. I really want to be able to produce, you know, better stuff, and I know I can do it. I need time. And this is one of the things that the commission painting actually doesn't allow you. You have to be fast on everything. Since you have so many projects, concentrating on your own project is a little bit more difficult. So I'm slowly trying to walk away from that, focusing on my miniature range, focusing on my skills as a painter, and then being able to produce more videos also for YouTube, because when you're doing commission work, you're just like, focusing on what you're doing. And I want to try to focus more on people.
Right.
Like before, people would ask me, can you do a tutorial on the Imperial Fist? I'm like, yeah, but nobody ordered an Imperial Fist. I can't, I'm not going to go buy an Imperial Fist to paint it to, show it to you guys. But now if I'm not, just focusing on the commissions, then I can do that kind of stuff, Yeah, the miniature line that we're working on is really a cool project that we tried to start and get off the ground. We have a bunch of busts and full scale models. I don't know if you received yours yet, but you're going to be receiving a nice care package, a drop care package.
Nice.
And those miniatures are really another thing that we want to focus, like I talked a little bit before, is that we want to bring in cool models for painters. I know there's still a bunch out there, but they're not so in the open. I mean, in the gaming community, and we wanted to create a line where I have one here, which is the zombie. Wanted to create a line of models which they're a good size, where especially people can like have fun with their airbrushes and get even better with their airbrushes. Like this, it was all done with airbrush except the gore part of thing and the eyes, but the skin, the whole the whole clothes and everything. Really to help people get more confidence into being able to use their airbrushes, that when they go back in the 28 millimeter range of things, they can have the confidence of saying, yeah, you see that cloak, I'm gonna airbrush the fuck out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have the confidence of getting up close and lower your PSI, getting up close to your model, and you're not scared of, oh, it's gonna go splash everywhere. No, you know that you're gonna be able to pull those lines off and everything. So this is one thing, and we're also working on the accessory side of things. We have new products that are going to pop in the Indiegogo really soon, a bunker road system, and we're working on adding more of those little things, just to to have something for the war gamers that are maybe not fully interested into having a painted miniature. And then is also working right now on we had two models. We had a steampunk girl and we had the samurai. That were our next model, and he's actually trying now to sculpt them in 28 mil or
Nice.
30 mil. So the steampunk girl will be suitable if you wanted a replacement for Malif or Hordes or something like that. The samurai, that one I don't know, but still,
Somebody could go with 10 Thunders, maybe. You never know.
they could,
Alpha, yeah.
or Infinity, I think maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, me neither. We're just trying to bring it down scale, so it's a challenge that you really wanted to do. I was more like, man, the samurai is so cool and the steampunk girl is so cool. I wanted at least 100 mils so we can paint it with the airbrush.
yeah.
But I understand that for him it's a challenge, and then maybe more people would be interested in buying the smaller ones so they can replace some of their models in their game platform. So I do understand that.
Now, you have an Indiegogo campaign going on to fundraise to get all this thing started, right? Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
We have the Indiegogo right now that is working. The Indiegogo is going to be till February 16, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't have it up right there, but I think it's around there. So mid-February, that the campaign is lasting to. And we have we have some plinths. If you want to display your models, we have some resin plinths, which makes them cheaper than wood plinths, and you can paint them as you want. We have even some with slotted base that you can put the base on top and create a display kind of a thing for your display cabinet for your models. We have the 3 busts that we have available. We have a full-size model, and then now we had some tank stoppers, t-shirts also, but I'm bringing in the new wargaming accessories, which is a bunker system and some road system. So we have a bunch of things that could, accommodate pretty much anybody's need, and the price is really reasonable when you think about it. The mean one, full-size, he's big, he's huge, he's 23 centimeters tall, full resin kit, and he's only $100, plus shipping.
That's pretty good.
When you think about it, and you're going to be able to see it firsthand, and maybe your viewers are going to be able to see it once you receive your products, and you're going to be able to show it. The quality is it's amazing. I mean, even me, every time Dennis sends me models, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. I'm so used to of receiving crap from Forgewell and be like, oh my God, you want to cry when you look at the model and the price you paid for it.
Yeah.
But so the thing we're trying to keep, that was the whole mindset, is like produce amazing quality stuff, having some cheap prices that it makes it affordable for anybody that wants to try it, to paint it, because we do understand that these are not gaming pieces, so the game pieces makes them more valuable because people want to play with them. So we wanted something that somebody can say, hey, I'm going to pick up one guy like that, I'm going to get my skills up in airbrushing, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, great. Well, hey, thank you very much for joining us again. Ichiban Painting from Ichiban Studios, I believe that's it. You can check out his link down in the description below, as well as a link for his Indiegogo. So
yes.
Yeah, hey, thanks a lot, Ichi. That's what I call him. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Good night.